Joao, that was quite the ending. What did you make of it?
No, it was. I'm not happy at all, to be honest, because that's the games that we need definitely to win, especially when we play at home. I think we did a great first half. The second, not really. We could create more chances. I think we start to lost a bit the punches on the ball. We want start to make everything so quick. And when you are losing 1-0 against these kind of teams, we need to push us all on the pitch. But yeah, it's one more game for us to improve, to analyze first of all, and yeah, it's not going to be easy. We knew it, but of course I'm really sad, and me and my teammates and all the staff, because this result, it's mandatory to win for us these games. But yeah, it's a draw that feels like a loss.
A draw that feels like a loss, but Joao Palhinha's 94th minute goal was celebrated very much, particularly by the man himself, like something a little bit more. He's disappointed, but what did you make of the goal?
I think that, yeah, the goal, his goal was a terrific goal, but he thought that the draw felt like a loss. To me, the draw felt like a win for them, because they didn't look as if they were going to break Wolves down at all in the second half. I don't know what he was saying there in terms of, I thought, for instance, he was saying that they were going to go too quickly in the second half. But I didn't see that at all in it. I didn't. I thought they huffed and puffed, but they didn't look as if they were going to create at all. In fact, I thought that the one thing that I thought they should have is that a wee bit more momentum about them. But yeah, a great goal. But he's right in saying that they should be able to beat Wolves at home, considering Wolves' state at the moment. But Wolves' effort was terrific, absolutely terrific. That's
a strike, though, that you'd have been proud of, isn't it, Darren? He placed that perfectly.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Not a lot of power in it, just kind of guided it into that far corner, used the defender as a kind of a target, and it's bent it around him. But no, he done well, Palhinha. I think he will be a big player for them moving forward. I thought they lacked a little bit of steel in that area. And you look at Palhinha when he was at Fulham, obviously got the move and he's come back now. I think he'll be a big player for them. So, yeah, it was a great goal, but I'm with Martin. I thought Wolves were the better side today. I thought they defended well. And to me, it looked like Wolves had a game plan and they executed it. Yes, they rode their luck in the first half with hitting the bar and situations like that. But I thought defensively they looked rock solid. And it was going to take a wonder goal, effectively, to kind of get Spurs back into the game, and Palhinha managed to produce that.
Do you think there could have been an element of the way they changed formation? I know they played it in the Cup in midweek, but potentially Thomas Frank would have expected them to go back to their usual Premier League formation. Could that have surprised Spurs at all?
I don't think so. I think that you should be expecting something or other, particularly if you know that the opposition's come up, they've won midweek, they've had a very good win midweek, and they're likely to stay with that sort of formation. So I don't... If, you know, you can get carried away with the formations about what they could do, and just because you go from a back three or back five, call it what you want, or to back four, you automatically yeah, some players are going to find themselves in different positions, but please don't get carried away with it. Players still win football matches for you. No, that's the whole thing about it. Now, please don't think I'm a tactical Luddite, believe it or not. I'm,
we don't, Martin.
But, thank you. But overall, no, they just didn't do enough. Kudos is an excellent player. He moved out to the left wing now for the second half, and he got blocked a couple of times, which can happen when you're taking people on. But he's still stronger on the other side, coming in and beating players, because he can go either way. Sometimes I feel as if he's almost telegraphing what way he has to go when he's wide left-hand side. That apart, I don't think they create enough. And Palhinha's goal, fine. But I also think in terms of the thing I mentioned, I think at half-time, we're talking about Bentancur. He's in and out. He's in and out of the game. You cannot afford a top-quality midfield player to be out of the game for 15 or 20 minutes at a good spell in any game, never mind at home.
Yeah, it feels like one of those games where potentially neither side are happy with the draw, even though Wolves would have probably taken it beforehand. Given the way the game played out, frustration from both sides, Darren?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're Vitor Pereira, you're probably looking at it going, do you know what? That's 2 games unbeaten. So you'd have to go, that's how you'd have to look at it, because you should have taken all 3 points today. It didn't happen. But from a positive moving forward, you've beaten Everton in the Cup midweek. You've gone to Spurs.
They're unbeaten this week.
Exactly. So that's 2 unbeaten. You have to look at it that way. They've gone 5 defeats on the row. And you've got to try and instill a bit of confidence into the squad. And I think their performance today was outstanding. Yeah. Maybe at times they didn't commit as many men forward as I'd like to have seen them do and go and get that second goal, but I understand
Is that a confidence thing as well, though?
100%. I think when you're down there scrapping for points as they are, I know it's early on in the season, you don't want to take too many risks.
Yeah.
You want to hold on to what you've got, but I think if they'd been a bit braver, the way that Spurs had committed all their men forward, they might have gone and got a second goal. But for Vitor Pereira, he's going to be extremely proud of his players.
Yeah.
OK, I'm just going to interrupt you, Martin, because we are joined now live on Premier League Live by a very special guest. Xavi Simons of Spurs joins us. Xavi, thank you for spending time chatting to us this evening. How do you reflect on that draw? Because we've just heard from your teammate, Joao Palhinha, who scored the goal, and he said it feels a little bit like a defeat. He's a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, of course, at the end today we wanted to win and to bring the 3 points at home, especially with the fans. But yeah, disappointed with the result, but in 2 days we have another important game.
Xavi, I mean, it was a last-minute goal from Joao Palhinha. You guys huffed and puffed today, but you weren't quite at your free-flowing best. Did you ever think there was a time where the goal wasn't going to come?
Yeah, of course, you're trying to score that goal. They're a really compact team. They are 1-0 up, and yeah, that's really tough. You have to find the spaces, and maybe you have to have the luck to score the first one, and happen in the last minute. Luckily that happened, and we take this point, but yeah, disappointed.
Overall, how are you feeling about the start to the season? I know there's been a lot of change for yourself, for the club in general, with a new manager as well. How do you assess how it's gone? Because you are still third in the Premier League table at this early stage.
Yeah, of course. We're happy as a group, together with the coach. We're working really hard to try to have our performance high, but at the end, yeah, today really disappointing because you want to win and to be tied up in the table, but this is what happens, and you have to go forward.
And as for yourself, what's it been like? How have you found the adaptation to the Premier League?
Yeah, for me especially, I think the team helped me really good. I can speak many languages, and that's really, really helpful for me. And I feel really good with the team. And of course, I want to bring my style to the team and help the team to win the games. But everything will come fluidly, and I'm really happy to be here.
Xavi, thank you so much for talking to us. We look forward to seeing how you get on over the next season or so with Spurs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vitor, it was quite a dramatic ending. How do you assess that performance tonight?
Congrats to my team, my players. We deserve the 3 points, but football is football. Football sometimes is not fair. And the last minute we conceded the goal. But keeping the spirit, playing in the way that we play in the second half, we will get our points.
So a first point on the board. I can tell, of course, it's not enough. You would have wanted the 3 points. But in terms of that second half performance, you really managed the game right up until almost the end.
Of course. We were the best team in the second half. We deserve, in my opinion, we deserve to win. But it's football. It's football. I need to keep my balance. It's very difficult to concede a goal in the last minute, but football is what it is.
Yeah, and football can be so incredibly cruel, as it has been for Wolves tonight. I'm sure you echo everything he says there. After such a brave performance from him, from his team, it does just feel unfair.
It does, in the position that they're in. I mean, I just absolutely feel for him because, yeah, I know exactly how he is feeling. Darren made a good point there about saying that they should take some more than consolation, some confidence from the 2 performances, particularly the second half, as he mentioned there. That will not feel great to him tonight. On Monday morning, yeah, he'll be feeling, yes, we're up for this, and he'll be telling the players in the dressing room, lads, we can go. But deep down, those are points just at this stage. If they had more points on the board, I think you can take that. But just when you're desperate for that win, because you know what, next week they actually might play equally as well again and not get any points. That's the real frustration of it tonight, just tonight.
Yeah, he will find positives, I'm sure, when he's talking to his players on Monday, Tuesday in the week. And one of those positives will potentially be the goal that they did score in that first half that looked like it was going to be enough to give them all 3 points. What did you like about this, Darren?
Yeah, it was a good goal. Well-worked set play as well. I questioned Spurs' goalkeeper on it. I think it's really poor goalkeeping. palming it into an area he doesn't need to. But from Spurs and Bueno, he got himself in there. I mean, Jed Spence's the one who's kind of closest to him, so you're thinking, right, follow him. But Jed Spence just gets attracted to the run, gets bumped out the way, and then he can never recover. And then Bueno's in there, gets a bit fortunate because he has a swipe at it. But as I said here, from Vicario, just hold it. I don't understand why he's palming it away. You got it there, just hold it. He almost drops it. It comes off Palhinha. And Bueno, to be fair, he reacts the quickest and just toes it in. But from Wolves, it's a great goal. But from Spurs, I mean, that's the angle there. Why not hold it? If Vicario holds it, it's over. But he doesn't, he palms it, and they get that bit of luck. Maybe the luck they've not been getting, certainly the early part of the season. But he falls to Bueno, he puts it in, and it's a great start for Wolves.
Tell me this, what is it now, young man, that goalkeepers now of the last 10 or 15 years are inclined to punch the ball rather than hold on to it? You know, that, as you say, that was relatively simple to hold on to. I know it's spinning a little bit away from him, but you can grasp it. You grasp the ball. So you explain this to me now.
I'd love to. If we're shaky for that.
I'm talking about your time in the game as a player. Surely you must have rollicked loads of your goalkeepers for not holding on to it, tipping something over the bar when for the corner when he can grab the ball.
It is one of them, because you look at that Vicario situation there, and I don't quite understand what's going through his mind, because, as you said there, it's not spinning as much. If he holds it, that takes the pressure off his defence. They get up the pitch, but unfortunately for Spurs, it didn't happen.
This is a debate that I think we could have all night, and we'll get a goalkeeper on for you at some point, Martin, to have that debate. But let's now hear from the Spurs boss, Thomas Frank.
Thomas, on reflection, are you happy with the point, or do you feel you deserve more?
Yeah, I think I think we played a good first half in many ways without having enough clear-cut chances. I think we got into dangerous situations quite a few times where we could have done even more to create it. We have a massive chance to Mamakudos, disallowed goal. Some good situation we didn't get enough out of, and you know, Wolves were nowhere near anything. The second half, I think we started okay, and then the goal, where we were saving actually the head on the goal and into ourselves, and then it's open goal. And after that, I felt we lost a little bit of control in terms of we didn't keep the structure enough. We were rushing too much, in my opinion. The effort and the mentality from the players was fantastic. Keep staying in the game, keep pushing, and I think we got a well-deserved equaliser in the end. But when you're down 1-0 to 90-plus minutes, I think you can't really claim the 3 points. So probably a fair reflection today.
Why do you think there was a difference between the first half performance and the second half performance?
Yeah, it's a good question, because we were very much on top first half. I think the goal disrupted a bit, that's one thing. They also changed formation at halftime, so it changed to a 5-3-2. So also that could disrupt it a little bit. And then we rushed, and it was not as clear what we wanted in the different positions. So yeah, goal changed games.
Joao Palhinha, though, right at the end, made sure you got a point from it. Your emotions when that goal went in?
Yeah, of course you're happy, because I think the players work so hard, and I also think it was well-deserved points in general. And of course you play home against Wolves, who haven't won yet, so of course you like the 3 points. So it's good to get at least one. But it's again another reminder that this league is relentless and so tough in many ways.
Yeah, as I said there to Xavi Simons before, there's been a lot of change at Spurs, hasn't there? And you'll have been to new clubs and had to kind of oversee that transition. But what do you make of the way Thomas Frank has started things at Spurs? It's not going to be perfect yet, is it?
Not at all. No, absolutely fine. And I'm saying that there because of his record at Brentford. Now, managing Brentford is a different proposition to managing Tottenham Hotspur. However, he stepped in there at Brentford. I think he took over from Smith, didn't they? And had been there at the football club. Put his own personality on it, and became very popular. And the one thing the fact is that he stabilised, stabilised the football club, and they did great. So he deserved the opportunity to go to Tottenham Hotspur. In time, he will stamp his authority on the football club. No question about that. And I think I'm kind of losing my voice because I've spoken too much.
Darren, rescue Martin.
I'm fine. No, I'm not rescuing. So what I was going to say, finally, is that in time, you're absolutely right. He will be fine. There's no question about it. I just don't think that they create enough in the game to score the number of goals requisite to win big matches.
I've got some good news for you, Martin, now. We've come to the end of the programme, so you don't have to talk anymore, and we can get you some water to make sure we preserve